Lily was a ladybug, a very cheerful one. She lived in a big green garden full of wonders. She loved to zoom past tall, swaying sunflowers. She loved to play hide-and-seek with the busy, buzzing bees, and she loved her mom and dad more than anything. One sunny morning a new sound floated by her little leaf. Farmer McGregor was talking to his wife near the rose bushes. He smiled a big happy smile and said, "Oh, God is so good to us." Lily's tiny ears perked right up. Her antennae wiggled. God? Lily tilted her little red head. What was God? Who was God? Was God a giant fluffy cloud? Or maybe God was a super sparkly magical dewdrop? Lily had so many questions popping in her head like bubbles. Her little red wings fluttered with a sudden burst of energy. She felt a funny, fizzy tickle deep inside her tummy. It was a curiosity tickle, a big one. She just had to find out more about this God. It sounded important. It sounded special. "I will go on an adventure," Lily chirped with excitement. "A super-duper extra special God adventure." Yes, that was the plan. She would ask everyone she knew. Someone must know. She packed a tiny backpack made from a daisy petal. Inside, she carefully placed a juicy, sweet red berry and a tiny crumb of a yummy sugar cookie for energy. She was all set for her big, important quest. Her antennae wiggled even faster now. She was so ready. Her mom and dad kissed her spotted forehead goodbye. "Have a wonderful adventure, little Lily," said her dad warmly. "Ask lots of big questions," added her mom with a smile. "And remember to be kind to everyone you meet." Lily smiled a big, brave ladybug smile back at them. She felt courageous and very, very bold indeed. Her great journey to discover God was starting right now, this very minute. What amazing things would she find out? First, Lily zoomed over to a big green lily pad. Finley the frog was sitting there, blinking in the sun. He looked very wise, as frogs often do. "Hello, Finley," chirped Lily, landing gently beside him. "I have a very big question for you today." Finley blinked his big, round, froggy eyes slowly. He puffed out his green throat a little bit. "Ribbit, a question for me? Ask away, little Lily," he croaked kindly. "Do you know who God is?" Lily asked, her voice full of hope. Finley the frog thought for a long, long moment. He looked up at the bright blue sky, then down at the cool water. God," Finley croaked thoughtfully, tapping his chin. "Well, Lily, I think God is like the warm sunshine. Yes, God makes everything grow big and strong like the tall reeds. God makes me feel warm and happy when I bask on my pad. God helps the pretty flowers bloom in all their bright colors. That's what I think God is like, Lily, warm and good." Lily thought that was a very lovely idea. Sunshine was wonderful. Next, Lily fluttered towards the big oak tree. Sammy the squirrel was scampering up and down, busy as always. He was hiding acorns for the winter, his cheeks puffed full. "Hello, Sammy," Lily called up to him, waving a tiny leg. "Can you stop for a minute? I need to ask you something important." Sammy skittered down the trunk, his bushy tail twitching. "Woo! Hello, Lily! What's up?" he chattered, dropping an acorn. "Sammy," Lily asked, "can you tell me about God?" Sammy the squirrel paused, holding an acorn in his paws. He scratched his head with his other paw, thinking hard. "God, you say? Let me see," Sammy chittered. "I think God is like this super strong tree, Lily. This oak tree is so big and it never falls down, even in storms. God is always there, keeping us safe and watching over us. God helps us find yummy nuts and keeps our homes safe. Yes, God is strong and dependable like this amazing tree." Lily thanked Sammy. A strong tree sounded very safe and comforting. Lily continued her amazing God adventure, feeling thoughtful. The sun was high and her little wings were getting a bit tired. She decided to rest for a moment on a big, soft dandelion puff. She looked up at the vast, endless blue sky above her. The clouds were like fluffy white cotton balls drifting slowly. It was all so very, very beautiful and peaceful. She wondered if God made the sky and the fluffy clouds too. It made her feel small, but also part of something huge. She took a deep ladybug breath and sighed happily. Suddenly her keen ladybug eyes spotted something nearby. A tiny green caterpillar was struggling on the path. It was trying to climb over a big rough twig, but the twig was too high, and the caterpillar looked so sad and stuck. Lily knew in her heart that she had to help. She was small, yes, but she could certainly try her best. She flew down and gently, carefully, nudged the twig with her head. It was a bit wobbly, but she pushed with all her might. She whispered, "You can do it, little friend." With one more determined push from Lily, the twig moved. It tilted just enough for the little caterpillar to wiggle free. The caterpillar wriggled its way over and onto a tasty leaf. It turned and looked at Lily with its many tiny eyes. It wiggled its little antennae as if to say, "Thank you, friend." Lily felt a sudden warm, tingly feeling spread all through her. It was a happy, joyful feeling, bubbling up from inside. It felt like the warmth of sunshine Finley described, and it felt strong and good, like Sammy's reliable tree. She remembered what Finley the frog had said about God's warmth. She remembered what Sammy the squirrel had said about God being strong in there. This wonderful, happy feeling she had from helping the caterpillar. It was so powerful and good, it made her heart feel full. Could this feeling be God or a part of God? It felt so special, it felt like pure love. It felt like kindness shining bright, just like the sun. Maybe God wasn't just something to see, but something to feel. Lily smiled. This was a very interesting discovery indeed. Lily the ladybug flew back towards her cozy leaf home. She felt different now, changed by her adventure. She felt so happy, like she was floating on a cloud. She felt like she understood a little bit of a big, wonderful secret. God wasn't just in one single place, waiting to be found. God wasn't just one single thing, like a flower or a tree. God was in many, many places. God was in many, many things. God was all around all the time if you just looked and felt. God was in the warm sunshine that kissed the flowers. God was in the strong, steady trees that reached for the sky. God was in the beautiful, big blue sky itself. And, Lily realized with a happy flutter, God was in that good feeling. The feeling she got deep inside when she helped the little caterpillar. It was a wonderful, amazing, fantastic discovery. God was in kindness, God was in helping others, God was in love. It made so much sense now. When she arrived back at her leaf, her mom and dad were waiting. They hugged her tiny ladybug body very tightly. "Welcome home, our little explorer," said her mom, her voice soft. "Tell us all about your big God adventure," said her dad, eager to hear. Lily told them everything, from beginning to end. She told them about Finley the frog and the warm sunshine. She told them about Sammy the squirrel and the strong, safe tree. And she told them all about the little caterpillar and the warm, happy feeling. "Oh, Lily," her mom smiled, her eyes shining with love. "That wonderful, warm feeling, that sounds just like God. God is love, sweetie. God is kindness. God is joy. God is all around us in the big things and the small things. God is with you always in your heart," her dad added, nuzzling her. Lily hugged her mom and dad as tightly as she could. She felt so happy and peaceful, right down to her tiny toes. She knew now that God was with her, always and forever, and that Lily thought was the very best adventure of all.